So, Mick Foley and Rikishi, they're on the circuit talking about old shit, how they feel about the new shit, and all that's great. I got a question, and I just want to know, does it have to be asked of every wrestler to speak on Vince McMahon and Vince McMahon's issue? I honestly think that that question should be filtered out of all conferences that have anything to do with WWE wrestlers going forth. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the answers that they are giving aren't well thought out, aren't critically thought out, and it shows a lack of foresight and sympathy. So this conference was taking place out in look like, I don't even know, Las Vegas or something like that. I'm not really sure. It's called Rikishi and Mick Foley on the Vince McMahon documentary and more, Comic-Con Northern Ireland 2024. Because I read the stuff, but I also want to hear it coming from them. So the question was asked, why everybody's asking about behind the scenes and how do you like such and such and is it cool and whoop de whoop de whoop. This guy asks this question.
Hello, man. Honor to meet you both. They're absolute dream seeing you up on stage here. So the Vince McMahon documentary is coming out on Netflix in the next few weeks. Question for you both: what was your personal relationships like with Vince McMahon? Kind of what personal experiences can you share with us?
So what do people think these guys are supposed to say? They don't have to be loyal to Vince. Like, that's over with. You're under different contracts with different people and the whole shebang. You don't have to be loyal anymore. You can sing his praises and you can also speak with a sympathetic and critically thought out answer. So what did these guys do? This is the answer. So Mick Foley says, I genuinely liked him. My relationship was never the same with him after I left WWE and went to TNA for 3 years. But to this day, I'm still trying to find an address to write to him, just to thank him for taking a chance on me. I think all of us are a combination of good traits and bad traits, and you hope your good traits outweigh your bad traits, and it seems perhaps that Vince got it backward there for a little while. But I've been there when he's done good things, and I've seen him do good things. I know I wanted, when I was writing books, I wanted to essentially do something like Chicken Soup for the Soul, for the wrestling fan soul, about some of these heartwarming moments. He was someone who did the right thing for the right reasons a lot of the time. I feel really bad that someone I care about got into something that seems pretty unsavory. I'm going to hold off judgment until I see the docuseries, but I think one thing that's fortunate is whatever he did or did not do, I don't think many of us are allowing that to mess with our memories. He was instrumental in creating some of those moments, so I'm choosing to appreciate him until I learn more about what may have gone down. Then Rikishi, after hearing him, he decided he was going to chime in because they asked him the question too. Rikishi went on to say, we have a long relationship with the McMahon family, over 75 plus years with this man. We've kind of grandfathered into the McMahons. Me personally, I thank him for the opportunity of giving a bunch of guys from the island of Samoa this small place to be able to give us a platform to introduce our culture and our people to the world. If it wasn't for the McMahons, then nobody would know who Alpha and Sequel was. Nobody would know who Peter Maravilla, Rikishi, all the way down to Roman Reigns to the Usos. So far as the Fatu and I clan, we're forever grateful for the McMahons in WWE. We're forever McMahons in the WWE. Since I left the WWE, I've been underneath a legend in that umbrella with the family still intact. They've given me another opportunity. I feel it's the trust and the relationship of our families that's given me the opportunity to help my business grow in Los Angeles with the wrestling school. I have nothing but respect for the McMahons, and when I say McMahons, I say all of them. What's happening to him now, as far as the Netflix series, I'll make the decision when it comes out. But for now, I always believe in people having a second chance in life. There's nobody in this area that's perfect. We're never perfect. It's not made like that in this world for us. There's always speed bumps for us to be able to learn from one another. Each one teach one. At the end of the day, I would like to keep my happy memories of the McMahons, what they have done. They've really taken wrestling to another level. They've taken care of a lot of professional wrestlers, their families. So let's think how far this man has reached out to everyone to be able to give them a lifestyle and possibly some of us can never achieve. So I want to thank them. So I'm going to say this. After all of that stooging these two guys did, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it with y'all in the comments. Mick Foley has a daughter. If his daughter came home and said things that happened to Janelle Grant happened to her by a man who was supposed to be her leader, guy in power, she is his subordinate, and he did her any which way, I don't know if Mick Foley would be so diplomatic. Even if her boss was so nice and so caring and just, he helped us out, he helped us pay the bills, he helped us do all these things, he gave me a chance, and decided to rub his dick all down your daughter's throat, I'm pretty sure you would be a little bit more empathetic to someone who, by the way, provided receipts on the things that were going on. It's literal receipts and evidence all up and through that deposition. Who, if you want to read and hear it, I read the whole entire thing in about 5 parts. Rikishi. So Rikishi has taken it so far to say that he's a McMahon. He has been grandfathered into the McMahon family, but he don't touch those McMahon billions. Rikishi is online complaining about the way WWE is booking his sons. But it's not that WWE is booking his sons, it's how Triple H is booking his sons, because Vince McMahon would never book his sons in a crazy situation. Oh, okay. Not only does Rikishi have sons, he has daughters. Not daughters, but he does. He has daughter-in-laws. He had a lot of girls in the family, granddaughters. And even then, never thought, if it was mine, how would I feel about this? Would I still be like, well, the boss or the guy did that to you, but he was a good man. He did good things in the community. John Wayne Gacy was a clown, and he performed at children's parties, and he smiled and laughed, and everyone enjoyed him in the community. And John Wayne Gacy also was a maniacal serial killer who put the bodies under his house and all over it. 2 things can be right. All I ask is empathy and sympathy. It goes a long way. It's also a better way to answer this type of question, which I feel should no longer be asked. Do not ask this question from these wrestlers. Again, it puts them in a bad light. They don't use all their brain cells, and then it's fucked up. I didn't expect them to say, well, fuck Vince. But I didn't expect them to say, well, I love him and I don't give a damn what he did. He helped me. He fed me and my family. I didn't expect them to say that. I'm going to wait till the docuseries. Well, if you want to keep your memories and all of these fun things that Vince did, you probably won't watch the docuseries. And to let everybody know, that docuseries has been in the works way before Endeavor and way before Janelle Grant. That's why Vince McMahon's in the docuseries. I went and I made a comment spoken like 2 stooges, and this person got under my comment, and this is what they said. Usually people who love to play moralist are hiding something care to share. And this is my response. Vince McMahon can help everybody. He could be a philanthropist. He could help people pay rent. He could hug sick kids. He could plant trees. He could do all of that beautiful shit. And he could also be a sexual deviant who has dicks named after his famous big strong wrestling toys, Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. So I'm gonna leave it there. I just felt, it is a little disappointing. I also don't want them asking this question no more. They need to start fielding out these questions. Keep it to wrestling. Keep it to the fun, you know, what happened backstage and all that other stuff. When it gets all political and get all deep in the woods, there's a saying, you never want to meet your heroes in real life. Neither one of them are my heroes, but damn, that was really rough. Alright, later.